From the tee to the fairway to the green. From the PGA to the LPGA to the Live Golf Tour. If it's golf related, Chuck Garbedian will discuss it. It's time to tee it up for the award-winning Garbedian on Golf Show on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
And a good golfing morning to you. It is the multi-award-winning Garbedian on Golf. Technical difficulties last week. We're fine this week. Don't worry about it. We're all good. Anybody who was concerned, we greatly appreciate that. But we're absolutely fine. What we'll tell you is this. Show sponsors include Wild Rock Golf Club at the Wilderness Resort, the American Family Insurance Championship, Sweetgrass and Sage Run at the Island Resort, PGA Tour Superstore, Erin Hills. We're out there this week. It was fun. As a matter of fact, we took people from PGA Tour Superstore out to Erin Hills.
That sounds like a good time.
Oh, man, it was good. Titleist, FootJoy, got to use both of those products, fine products, out at Erin Hills. French Lake Resort, Wisconsin State Golf Association. You know what my record so far is in the Wisconsin State Golf Association this year?
What's that?
I have an 88, which is horrible for me, and 4 withdrawals because my elbow is on fire. This is kind of fun. We're going to go see Ortho ASAP again this week. This will be good.
That should make for a better summer, at least, if you're going to see Ortho, right?
Hope so. Hope they tell me something really good. Right now, it doesn't look that way. The Wisconsin PGA is part of our fine sponsorship program. Eagle Springs Golf Resort, the Waukesha County Parks Department, Henry Flock Steakhouse, the Milwaukee County Parks Department, Ironwood Golf Course in Sussex, Old Fashioned Golf, the Tap In Golf Bar in Sussex and Waukesha, and Broadlands Golf Course, a must-play Rick Jacobson design in North Prairie, Wisconsin. On our show today, Wyatt O'Loughlin will be with us, the operations coordinator for the First Tee of Southeast Wisconsin. Skip Kendall's going to join us, former tour player and Wisconsin golf legend. There's a little thing coming up at Erin Hills we're going to talk about. Nate Pocrass will be with us, the tournament director of the AmFam Championship, and a gentleman named Quentin Hill. So it's a very regal name, Quentin Hill. You don't hear Quentin.
I was gonna say, you have a lot of it feels like just cool golf names. I feel like today,
Quentin Hill
in general.
Yeah, we got Wyatt, Skip, Nate, and Quentin. If you put them on a foursome, that's what they announced at the first tee. Okay, we would need Quentin to go to the first tee right now. Quentin Hill will join us. He's the CEO of Iliac Golf, and all of our guests are courtesy of Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells, which is a spectacular Herdston Fry design. Wild Rock Golf Club. Learn more. Book your tee time at wildrockgolf.com. I just talked to Pat Stein, the director of golf up there. We're working on a little something that's a little different. It's a little off the board. This hour of the show brought to you by the Island Resort Casino in Northern Michigan, the home of Sweetgrass Sage Run. Coming soon, Cedar. It's championship golf at its finest, as well as first-rate accommodations. Book your trip right now at islandresort.com. So I talked to my consultant. That would be Benjamin Garbedian, and he suggested that we do something different in the front, that we put things. So are they visible? He's like, I don't know who that person is in the book. I'm like, that's Roy McIlroy. Yeah, I don't know that. I said, you're not a golfer. You
I was going to say, that's his fault.
Right. So it's not his fault.
Well,
hold on.
I just mean,
he doesn't know who he is because he doesn't.
Right.
So he goes, so what's the other stuff? So I think I have a shot scope rangefinder box, which does not have the shot scope rangefinder with it because I have that on my bag. But I have a dozen Titleist Pro V1. There should be 2 hats. There's a PGA of America hat because the PGA was last week, and congratulations to Aaron Ryan for winning the PGA. And then also a Milwaukee County Parks hat because I happen to be at Greenfield. They have some really cool hats that have the Milwaukee County Parks logo on it.
I'll have to check that out.
Oh, dude. Would you like that one? I'll give you that one.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
I know you like hats.
I do like hats.
I can get myself another one, but I'll get you that one. Do we have Wyatt?
We do have Wyatt. He's ready to go.
You know the thing, and also Benjamin wanted to set this up so that the mic wasn't in front of me because he was watching it on YouTube and went, you have to change this. And I went, okay.
Yeah, you can definitely see you a little more
it's better
clear
now. You can see. I don't know why you want to see me, but you can see me. I look pretty good. I will say that, as humble as I might be. Wyatt O'Loughlin is going to be with us in a moment. He's the operations coordinator for the First Tee of Southeast Wisconsin and the second annual First Tee Week. Did you know it's First Tee Week?
I did not know
I didn't know that either. Huh. It begins right now, as a matter of fact, both nationally and right in our own backyard as the First Tee of Southeast Wisconsin celebrates their coaches and also invites families across Southeast Wisconsin to register now for summer programs. Here to talk more about the First Tee of Southeast Wisconsin, please welcome our good friend and the operations coordinator of the First Tee of Southeast Wisconsin, the lovely and talented Wyatt O'Loughlin. Wyatt, my friend, how are you this morning?
Doing well, Chuck. How are you?
I am doing wonderfully well. It is first tee week. How did that come about all of a sudden? And not only that, it's the second annual. This has got to be extremely exciting for you guys.
It is. What a better way to start than with you this morning, Chuck. So
Yeah.
we've got a big week coming up, and it's great to start it off here. So we've got first tee week coming up. So it's May 23rd through the 30th. You guys will be seeing commercials on Golf Channel, and keep a lookout for us. We're celebrating our coaches this week. So all the coaches that show up every day for our youth to empower them through the game of golf, we're celebrating the work that they do by celebrating our registration. So we've got a couple fun things planned. Any new registrant, we have an anonymous donor who's going to give out $5 for every new registration. And we're also going to give a prize pack to one lucky registration as well. So many great programs coming up this summer, and we just want to make the community know that what the game of golf can do for their young people, and how our coaches are showing up for them each and every day.
Wyatt O'Loughlin with us, operations coordinator of the First Tee of Southeast Wisconsin. Find out more information at firstteeofsoutheastwisconsin.org. Follow them on social media at First Tee SEW. When you watch something like the 108th PGA Championship at Aronimink Golf Club in suburban Philly, you know a lot, if not most of those players dreamt of being on that stage early on as a child. And there are some children who have that dream, and there are some children who aren't even aware of that dream. And with the First Tee of Southeast Wisconsin, it's a place to help make those dreams come true. Talk a little bit about the mission of the First Tee of Southeast Wisconsin.
Yeah, absolutely. So for us, it's all about learning through the game. So a lot of the things that we talk about is that golf is the vehicle, character is the destination. So we're integrating golf into several different partner operations. So we work with schools, we work with community partners, and then we have on-course programs to make sure that our young people are learning things like honesty, integrity, respect, all those things that if you're listening, you've learned through the game of golf. And that's really what it's all about. So, and we know that once our kids have a positive experience with golf, that they're going to take that to home and to school, and to wherever else they show up. And, I know what the game of golf did for me. Chuck, I'm sure you know what the game of golf has done for you. And what we're all about doing right now is trying to make sure that any kid that wants to have that experience can. And, and we know where it'll take it from there.
Wyatt O'Loughlin with us, operations coordinator of First Tee of Southeast Wisconsin. Go to firstteeofsoutheastwisconsin.org for more information. All of our guests are courtesy of Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells, a spectacular Herdston Fry design. Wild Rock Golf Club. Learn more. Book your tee time at wildrockgolf.com. Besides cake, what else do you and the organization have planned for First Tee Week?
Yeah, so we've got a lot going on. You can make sure to follow us on social media. We'll be posting clips of kids who are thanking our coaches all week. We're centering a lot of this around our coaches. So Coach Tom, who is our program director and leads a lot of our programs locally at Noise and Lake, while we other have partner locations at Curry, Dretska, Brown Deer, Rolling Meadows up in Fond du Lac, Washington, Muni, and also PGA Tour Superstore in the winter. So we're celebrating Coach Tom and the rest of our coaches. We'll be going to a Brewers game on Tuesday. We've got 100 volunteers, coaches, families coming out to hopefully beat the Cardinals. And we're going to have a fun day out there. This also ends the week with the Charles Schwab Challenge. So you'll be seeing a lot of national coverage as well as what we're doing locally. But keep an eye out for us on social media. I'd say that's the best way to keep up to date with us. So that you can see all the fun stuff going on in Southeast Wisconsin and how we're showing up for our kids here in Southeast Wisconsin.
In the second annual First Tee Week, which begins right now, as a matter of fact, May 23rd through the 30th, the 2026 theme is Dear Coaches, which focuses on celebrating the dedication of the First Tee designated instructors and leads who are in the program. You mentioned Coach Tom. It's Tom Gerke, who's the program director. Talk a little bit about his involvement, because I know that he really lights up when he sees the kids, and it's fun to watch him work with the kids, and it's fun to see the kids react to him.
Oh, no doubt. There's nothing better than seeing the joy on a kid's face, I'll tell you. And those light bulb moments happen time and time again when we're programming. Any volunteer that comes out, they'll see it on the first session. The way that Coach Tom works with our kids is really incredible, and it's fun for me to just sit back and watch him talk sometimes. And you hear those sentences where it's like, man, I wish I had that kind of mentality when I was a kid, and I could learn those kind of life lessons. So being around programming every day, it's really awesome to see how our coaches show up for our kids, and the things that they take on and off the course. It's really hard to explain it unless you see those light bulb moments happen in real time. And so we'd encourage anybody to come out and participate. There's a lot of ways to get involved with the organization. Whether you're a golfer, just wanted to come to a golf event, we're hosting a Summer Stampede, which is where everybody comes out at the same time, and we'll play Greenfield as one group. If you want to come out and volunteer for programs, there's a lot of different ways to support the work that we're doing here. And if you want to have some fun with some kids, we'd love to have you as a part of our organization and a part of the work that we're doing. So
the first tee of Southeast Wisconsin, building game changers one swing at a time. Talk a little bit too about the upcoming events, because we mentioned the Summer Stampede. That's June 11th at Greenfield Park Golf Course. July 13th, the Tee to Green Golf Classic Pro-Am, which is at North Shore Country Club in Mequon, the signature fundraising event for the first tee of Southeast Wisconsin. August 13th, the Noise Alternate Shot Challenge at Noise Park Golf Course. And, of course, in the fall, the Golf Marathon. So there are a variety of ways that people can become involved with the first tee of Southeast Wisconsin.
Absolutely. I think a lot of the people might just think we're doing youth programs, and that's the core of what we do. But there's a lot of ways to get involved. So we've got those events coming up. Any golfer in the area would have fun at the Summer Stampede. We're pretty close to filling the Tee to Green Golf Classic. So if anybody has some last-minute interest in getting involved in that event, that's a great event to come show our kids, see our program. We'll have some participants out there on the course handing out tee gifts and things like that. And it's also just a great way to connect with fellow golfers and build some camaraderie out there on the course, all around a great mission. And so we'll also have the Noise Alternate Shot Challenge at Noise Park. Great way to just come out, bring a friend, have some fun. And our golf marathons are one of my favorite events. I did it last year. You go out and play as many holes as you can.
Until you're exhausted.
You would be exhausted.
Yes.
Perseverance, Chuck.
Yeah, you got to keep going.
You got it. So it's one of my favorites. You go out and try and play as many holes as you can. We'll be at a number of different courses this fall, peer-to-peer fundraising. And, what it's all about at the end of the day is making sure that more young people have access to the game and access to learning something through the game. So any opportunity that you can get involved to do that is a win for us. It's a win for you, and it's a win for the community.
Now, on X, during the PGA Championship at Aronimix, CBS did some stuff with the players. So they had a couple questions that I thought were interesting. So I want to ask you just a couple questions just to get your opinion. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just your opinion. What would you consider the length of a gimme putt?
I'd say, my dad plays it into the bottom of the cup. So I grew up with that mentality. So I'd say maybe 1.5 feet.
Wow. Okay.
2 feet. It depends on who I'm playing with, though, Chuck.
Yeah, I'm giving you 1.5 feet because that was the first thing I heard. Okay. What does an amateur golfer need to shoot to be considered good at golf?
I'd say if you're, around low 80s, mid 80s, but I don't like to put barriers around what good at golf. As long as you're having a fun time out there, that's what it's all about.
All right, give a shout out here. Who is your favorite person to be paired with? Who do you like to play with?
How can I go wrong with my dad? There's nothing better than playing around a golf with your dad. I can
tell you this: as good as a round is with your dad, and I miss my dad every day, but as good as a round is with your dad, it's as much fun playing with your son. And I have that opportunity with Benjamin. Those are my favorite rounds. No matter, I've done a lot of stuff in my life, but those are my favorite rounds. Playing with Benjamin and then playing with Darla are the two things that I love most.
There's nothing better.
Nothing better than friends and family on the golf course. My friend, I appreciate you taking the time this morning. I'm going to go back to the First Tee's website at firstteesoutheastwisconsin.org and try to find another putter for myself, because there's an eBay store on there where you can support the First Tee of Southeast Wisconsin.
Absolutely. And we'd love to have you in the office any day of the week, Chuck. You're always welcome.
I love going through there, just kind of picking through things and go, what is this? And then we'd go through a history class because I'm an equipment geek. So those are some of the fun things that I find out. My friend, continued success. Are you playing today?
I actually am. I'll be out at Washington County Golf Course.
Well,
So
say hi to Caesar for us.
We're starting first tee week off well.
It is exceptional. I appreciate you starting it off with us. Wyatt O'Loughlin with us, the operations coordinator of the First Tee of Southeast Wisconsin. Find out more information, become involved. Go to firstteeofsoutheastwisconsin.org. Follow them on social media at First Tee SEW. All of our guests for Garbedian on Golf brought to you by the Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells, which is an amazing golf experience. You can stay ahead of the game. Download the mobile app, which is the only way you can find out things. One of the best ways. It's packed with features and specials, only available on the app. Download it now onto any device. The Wild Rock mobile app. Enjoy the Wild Rock experience. Book your tee time online today at wildrockgolf.com. Wildrockgolf.com. Located just 35 miles northwest of downtown Milwaukee in the scenic Kettle Moraine, that's where you find Erin Hills, which provides a championship golf experience in a comfortable setting. I took some friends out there this week. It was awesome. The golf course was in incredible condition. And the fescue is going to come up pretty quickly because as soon as it gets warm, it has had more than enough moisture in April to grow. So you better have your game on because it's going to be a blast when you get out there. By day or by night, under the lights, be sure to experience the exceptional Drumlin putting course. You can enjoy seasonal green fees right now with tee times that are still available. Also, it is never too early to pre-book your 2027 visit to stay and play at Erin Hills. Go to erinhills.com. Once again, erinhills.com. Milwaukee County Golf has 13 courses to choose from, which means there's an ideal course for every avid golfer. Milwaukee County golf courses run the gamut from fun to championship and then everything in between. So you can tee it up today at mke.golf. All Wisconsin residents eligible to participate in the Parks Players Discount Program. Slice up to 50% off of your green fee every time you play. Get your program information. Go to mke.golf. At Ironwood Golf Course, there are no worries, none. Ironwood Golf Course sits on 275 acres of rolling terrain in Sussex, Wisconsin. It presents 27 challenging holes for avid golfers of all abilities. So find out more about the Callow, the Meath, and the Burr Nines at Ironwood Golf Course. Make your Ironwood tee time. Go to ironwoodgolfcourse.com. This is Garbedian on Golf, broadcasting live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, and that's powered by Potawatomi Sportsbook. TPC Wisconsin, the PGA Tour champion, set to host the award-winning American Family Insurance Championship. That comes up June 5th through the 7th in Madison. Can we broadcast live? Are we able to do that?
Sure. Yeah. Why
We
not?
can go there and do that?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We'll
I'll make
figure it out.
arrangements. Do you want to come up?
I
Or
don't
do you
know.
have to be here?
I'd probably have to be here. Yeah.
So then would I have to engineer it from up there?
No, I'd be able to do it all for me. We can get you like a Comrex unit and get you up that way, or you can just be on StreamYard. That's what Don of College Sports Weekly did one time. He was just on that
All right.
StreamYard thing. We'll
Well,
figure
I
it
have
out. We got it.
credentials, so I'll have to figure that out
We'll
because that's
figure it
coming
out.
up June 5th through the 7th.
definitely
so
do that.
All right, let's just do that. Let's just plan on that.
Sounds good to me.
For more information on the 2026 AmFam Championship, and if you want to be on the show from there, let me know. Go to amfamchampionship.com. If you haven't gotten a golf trip on the calendar yet for this season, still time to make it happen at the French Lick Resort. This is the only place you can play courses by Pete Dye and Donald Ross together on the same property. You can also play both championship courses through the fall when you book the Hall of Fame package. Golf season, it lasts well into the fall in southern Indiana. Trust me, you're going to be glad you teed it up with a trip to French Lick. Go to FrenchLick.com to start planning. FrenchLick.com. Got to be 21 to enter the casino. If there's a gambling problem, call 800-9-WITH-IT or text ING-AMB to 53342. Titleist, the number one ball in golf. Every Titleist golf ball designed by one R&D team with one mission to help you play your best game and post your lowest scores. That is the difference between just a golf ball and the number one ball in golf. Superior performance when it matters most. At every level of competitive golf, Titleist is the number one ball in golf. Go to Titleist.com for more information. FootJoy, the number one shoe, number one glove in golf, and also the number one shoe, the number one glove at Aronimink for the PGA Championship. When it matters most, the world's best players teed it up at the 108th PGA Championship, so you can trust the quality and performance of FootJoy gear. When trust and performance matter most, FootJoy, the number one shoe in golf, the number one glove in golf. Learn more at FootJoy.com. It is the multi-award-winning Garbedian on golf. This is a sad note, but I want to just mention this for just a second because it's important to me. A friend of mine passed away last week. He was on the 9th green at Nag, enjoying a round with friends and competitors when he unexpectedly passed away. Jim Najedlow was one of those people that you have in your life where you just, whenever you see him, you smiled when you saw him. You had a good time. You enjoyed the time that you had the opportunity to spend with him. He was 64 years old. Many of you may have run into him. He caddied at Erin Hills. He had worked for Harley Davidson for a long time. He had been retired for a little while. He was helping Eric Aldrich at FootJoy events. Eric is the FootJoy rep. He's been on with us. He's a good friend of the show. And as good as he was at doing what he did on a consistent basis, I can tell you from personal experience, he was an even better person. As it stated in his obit, Jim will be remembered for his sense of humor, which was really good, his devotion to his family, and his faith in God, and he will be deeply missed, but forever remembered by those he leaves behind. Jim is survived by his wife, Pam, his children, Caitlin and JT, as well as other family and friends. Rest easy, my friend. Also, things that are going on this week, I'll mention something else briefly. If you go to Wisconsin.golf, you can read a lot about the Steve Stricker divorce announcement that was written by our friend, Hall of Famer Gary DiMano. Inside of any partnership, things happen. Some make sense, some don't. Whether you understand it or not, this is where we are now. Nikki Stricker is the VP for the Steve Stricker Foundation. The AmFam Championship comes up at TPC Wisconsin in a few weeks. That's where Steve Stricker will be playing with his teammate, his soon-to-be former brother-in-law, Mario Tiziani. Life and golf sometimes are complicated. Sometimes the bounces go your way. Sometimes they do not. And sometimes after 38 years, the rock stops rolling. Again, if you want to read more about it, go to Wisconsin.golf, and they'll have more information there. Took some friends up to go play up at Erin Hills this past week. Had a wonderful time. The course is in spectacular shape. Amenities are top-notch. The experience is one that will be talked about for some time. I can't recommend it enough, and I highly recommend it. Get a tee time at Erin Hills. Go to erinhills.com. From our friends at the Golf Course Owners of Wisconsin and the Wisconsin State Golf Association, they have a limited number of Platinum Passport books, I believe less than 60. The 2026 Platinum Passport features 68 different golf courses with 135 free rounds. That's free rounds. You don't pay for anything except for the cart fees. At places like Broadlands Golf Club, Drugan's Castle Mountain Golf Course, Grand Geneva Resort and Spa, as well as many more, you pay no green fees with the Platinum Passport, and less than 60 remain, is my understanding, for the 2026 season. So get yours now. There you are, $429. You go to gcow.com or gcom.org for more information. It's I give them away to people. They're great because people flip out, and you can play again 68 different golf courses. There are 135 free rounds, and when it says free rounds, it means free rounds. Also, if you're in the North Prairie area and you're looking for a Friday fish fry or a fabulous pizza, visit Tracy at Zazing's in North Prairie, and while you're there waiting for your food, ask her about the hole-in-one she had. She can't wait to tell that story. Find out more information about Zazing's in North Prairie by going to zazingonline.com. It is the multi-award winning Garbedian on Golf. Coming up in just a minute, Skip Kendall's going to join us. In the meantime, I can say that the Island Resort and Casino in Michigan's scenic Upper Peninsula, one of the Midwest premier golf, casino, and entertainment resort destinations. There's a new 9-hole course coming, Cedar. They have preview rounds coming up in July, and booking packages start in 2027. And Cedar complements Sweetgrass and Sage Run by accommodating guest need, maybe an early morning tee time, a late afternoon tee time, an emergency 9. You're going to find your total experience at the island. Go to islandresort.com for more information. PGA Tour Superstore, the official golf retailer of the multi-award-winning Garbedian on Golf. Find everything you need and or want for your golf game at PGA Tour Superstore, 18550 West Blue Mountain Road in Brookfield. Find out what's trending in equipment, apparel, technology, repairs, lessons, and so much more. PGA Tour Superstore in Brookfield, 18550 West Blue Mountain Road in Brookfield, worldwide on the web at pgatoursuperstore.com. Join the Wisconsin State Golf Association. Make your next round count for only $50. You're going to receive your official handicap index with other great benefits. And if you're interested in competition, the WSGA tournament schedule features over 100 events for men and women of all abilities, including the upcoming Wisconsin State Amateur Championship, sponsored by West Bend Insurance. Find out more information, go to WSGA.org. You can show your love of Wisconsin in golf, support a great cause. You can obtain a Wisconsin golf license plate for your vehicle. Proceeds from the plate benefit the Wisconsin PGA Junior Scholarship Fund and PGA Hope Wisconsin. For more information, go to wiscjuniorgolf.com. It is the multi-award-winning Garbedian on Golf, broadcasting live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. All guests for Garbedian on Golf brought to you by the Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells. An amazing golf experience, and stay ahead of the game by downloading the Wild Rock mobile app. Wild Rock mobile app packed with features and specials you find only on the app. Download it now on any device and enjoy the Wild Rock experience. Book your tee time online today at wildrockgolf.com. Wildrockgolf.com. Henry Flocks in West Dallas. That's where quality service and hospitality, always the special of the day. Henry Flocks is a casual neighborhood steakhouse with delicious food and an exceptional bar. You can enjoy the all-new shuttle service to Brewers, Bucks, and Admirals games, as well as concerts and special events. Henry Flocks, 92nd and National in West Allis. If you need more information, visit henryflock.com. This season, play the home of Wisconsin golf, Eagle Springs Golf Resort, founded in 1893. Eagle Springs Golf Resort, listed as one of the first 100 clubs established in the United States by the USGA. Eagle Springs Golf Resort, sixth-generation, family-owned facility, just a short ride from Milwaukee, Madison, or Chicago. For more information, make a tee time explorer. Go to eaglespringsgolfresort.com. Waukesha County's Nagawaki Golf Course continues to receive rave reviews. Be sure to add it to your must-play list. Thomas P. said it's an absolute gem of a course. Great design, well-kept, amazing views. Jim K. said the course was in excellent shape. Matt R. says it has to be one of the top 10 county courses in the area. The back nine in particular, with Pewaukee Lake in the background, fantastic. Check it all out at golfwaukeshacounty.com. It is the multi-award-winning Garbedian on Golf, broadcasting live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios here. Former tour player, Wisconsin golf legend Skip Kendall is meeting with our good friends in Erin Hills. They're going to be offering a school scoring experience June 8th through the 9th. It features none other than our good friend Skip Kendall. Scoring school experience features instruction, golf, food, beverages. Are you cooking? Are you grilling? Man, if Skip is grilling, I'm going. There's overnight lodging at Erin Hills. Here to talk more about the great game of golf, please welcome one of my all-time favorites, living local legend and PGA Tour player, Skip Kendall. Skip, my friend, how are you?
Thanks, Chuck. Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing wonderfully well. I got to talk to you about a couple of things. One of them going to be the obviously the scoring school, but I got to ask you this. As a professional golfer, as you have been and as you are, I'm always interested in your thoughts regarding the 108th PGA Championship at Aronimink. Aaron Rai is the winner. I thought was exceptional and outstanding simply because he isn't the norm where he's just bombing it way down there and then gouging it out. He figured out a way to use his talents and abilities to beat the golf course and win the PGA Championship.
Well, I have to tell you, I mean, I absolutely loved it. I loved the finish. I mean, who at the start of the day would have picked Aaron Rai to win out of who all was at the top of the leaderboard and how bunched up it was?
Right.
I mean, what a great finish and so well-deserved. I love seeing stuff like that, you know, and especially for a guy, you know, who, I mean, obviously that's my game. I mean,
right.
You know, it wasn't a power game at all. Although he's not short, but oh my gosh, I mean, it was precision golf. I mean, that's exactly what it was down the stretch. And I love seeing that.
And it was fun watching someone control their golf ball and play to their strengths rather than just trying to hit it. I mean, everybody's trying to hit it farther. Everybody wants more distance. That's a given. But it was fascinating to watch him really technically take apart the golf course in his way with his game.
Well, that's exactly what he did. I mean, like I said, it was precision golf. Nobody played better down the stretch than he did. And making that putt on 17, holy cow, that reminded me a lot of J.J. Spawn last year's U.S. Open on the last hole. Just amazing. Just solidified the win right there.
Skip Kendall with us. All of our guests are courtesy of Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells, a spectacular Herdston Fry design. Wild Rock Golf Club. Learn more. Book your tee time. Go to wildrockgolf.com. What did you think when you heard two things? One, the overall setup for the golf course, including the hole locations, and two, the golfers on property complaining about it?
Well, listen, I think they're used to, you know, they'd almost get to play Donald Ross courses, number one.
Right.
I mean, the greens are always going to be pretty diabolical. I mean, a lot of slope, back to front. They got the speed, you know, the speed of the greens up there pretty good. You know, like Aaron Rai, I mean, it was precision golf. You had to play that way. Otherwise, you know, it just wasn't a power game out there. You had to, you know, really, really use good judgment, good course management, and, you know, get the ball around, but hit it into spots, into the greens where you were going to have opportunities. It wasn't just like fly it at the pin and, you know, ball was going to stop right there and, you know, you're going to have an easy putt for birdie. just wasn't the norm, that the guys were used to. And I think that's why you heard some of the complaining.
It got into some guys' heads. Skip Kendall with us, former tour player, Wisconsin golf legend. Go to aaronhills.com for more information on the upcoming school that's going to be happening there, which is the Scoring School Experience. Also, Skip has his own website at skipkendallgolf.com. Follow Skip on social media at skip_Kendall. Follow Aaron Hills at Aaron Hills Golf. You're coming back to Wisconsin for a very special event. You get to be hands-on with a select few at an Aaron Hills experience called the Scoring School. What is this event? How did it come to be?
Well, I met a guy at Aaron Hills, Steve Peace, and met him last year. I went out there. We did a few videos for Aaron Hills and the short game area. And by the way, Chuck, have you seen that short game area?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
It is unbelievable. I mean, I would live out there. They would have to bring me my lunch, dinner, everything out there. It is unbelievable with the greens, and you can hit wedges probably up to about 120 yards. It is just unbelievable. And it just kind of came about to where he said, "Hey, let's do a school." And I was like, I'm in. And working alongside Andy Schopoister, oh my gosh, I just call her Andy S.
Yes. I can understand that.
She is She is amazing with full swing, and we are just going to put together a school that is second to none. I'm going to do everything short game. She's going to do everything full swing. People are going to get an experience. And not only that, but you're going to leave with a plan to really get better. And it comes at the perfect time right in the beginning of the summer, so you can get better over the summer while you're working on your game there in Wisconsin.
So the experience is called the Scoring School. It's an Aaron Hills experience. The cost is $2,300 per player. It's a 2-day scoring school, June 8th and 9th. It's led by you and by Andy S. It's held on the 25-acre range and short game area. It features wedge play, putting, and bunker play. It's a fun playing lesson on the kettle loop, which focuses on scoring situations, because people don't understand that, there are opportunities when you're around the green to really pick up strokes rather than let them slide away. And I don't think people get that sometimes. Dinner, beverages, overnight lodging on the property, a full round at Aaron Hills with a pre-play check-in and insight. Also, the Aaron Hills caddy fee. It's an exceptional package. It's well worth more than what they're charging for it. And it's fun because they have an opportunity to pick your brain a little bit and talk to you about the mental side and the physical side of short game play.
Well, of course. I mean, just me alone. I know Andy's going to be doing a lot of the full swing stuff, and you're going to leave there with a great opportunity to work with her. But for me, just alone doing short game, I mean, I feel like I can save, if you're coming in with a, between 10 and 25 handicap, I just on the green alone, I'm going to save you probably 5 shots. And, working around the green, everything short game from chipping, pitching, bunker play, shots around the green, again, I just want you to be able to leave there with the idea and the knowledge of what you need to do to get better. And you will. There's no question in my mind. I've been doing a lot of schools lately here down in Florida, and just they've been a really good success, and people leaving just kind of mind blown with everything that they're getting, not only from me but the other instructors that I have working with me.
In your teaching, what do you see folks do that they could do better if they just knew to do it better? Sometimes people are like, they don't know what they don't know sometimes. And I'm sure that the light goes on when you show them something and demonstrate it, and they go, I can do that. And they're like, yeah, why don't you do that instead? It has to be gratifying for you to really kind of turn on the light bulb for some people.
What's really cool, Chuck, is I think that, not only am I'm going to give them all the stuff for short game, but I think going out to play that kettle loop the first day where we play 5 holes, we're going to play as a scramble. There's going to be a couple of groups, and we're going to play as a scramble, but Andy and I are going to be out there. It's all about course management. I think one of the things that I try to get across to my students is, my really elite students that I work with, is bogey avoidance. Well, I think with amateurs, it's double bogey avoidance.
I would agree with that completely. Yes.
Or worse. You know what I mean? Yep. It seems like when you hit a bad shot, the normal amateur, the average amateur is trying to hit the hero shot after that to make up for that poor shot.
Yes.
And that just leads to, more and more pain. So what we're going to be doing out there is, really helping you with course management, different kinds of what shot is really important here. What shot do you need to hit in this one? It's not always aiming at the pin. It definitely isn't. It's about strategy. It's a chess game out there. What do you need to be thinking about? What shouldn't you be thinking about? Get rid of the chaos in your head and just go ahead and whatever shot you hit, the next one, work from there, and just hit the best shot you can.
How's your own game right now?
Pretty non-existent.
There you go. Good. That's honest.
I mean, I'm coming off neck surgery
Right.
from last year, so I didn't play at all last year. Healing fine though. Everything feels great.
Good.
Actually playing pretty well, Chuck. I mean, I'm
Good.
just not competing as much. But I hope to sneak into a few tournaments this year and hopefully play well and just move on. It's just fun going out and seeing the guys now and getting that competitive fire, something I did my whole life. So always looking forward to going out there and playing too.
Now at the 108th PGA Championship, CBS did a little something where they asked some players some questions. So I want to ask you a couple questions just to hear your perspective on it. First question
I didn't hear this.
First question is length of a gimme putt.
Non-existent. You should putt everything out.
All right, I like that. See, that's old school right there. Yeah, putt everything out. Okay, what does an amateur golfer need to shoot to be considered good at golf?
85.
85. Okay, that's a
Yeah.
solid number.
I mean, what the heck? Yeah, I mean, I think 85 is pretty good. I mean, if you beat that, you're better than probably 95% of the population.
All right, you can give a shout out to whoever you like. Who is your favorite person to be paired with?
Joey Sindelar.
Wow, why?
Oh, he was just so easy to play with. My gosh, we had a blast playing out there. Just a super nice guy. Always enjoyed playing with him. And you know what? It made it easier to play. I always played well with him too, just because of that,
My friend, I appreciate you getting up and taking the time. Looking forward to seeing you out at Erin Hills. The school is called the Scoring School. It's an Erin Hills experience. It's coming up June 8th and 9th. All the best. Look forward to catching up with you when you get back into town.
Chuck, I do too. And listen, the Scoring School is going to be great. It's an opportunity to get firsthand, some really good knowledge and get better, for your summer golf this year. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have a blast.
Looking forward to it, my friend. All the best. Talk to you soon.
Okay, bud. Chuck, thanks.
Skip Kendall with us, former tour player, Wisconsin golf legend. Go to erinhills.com to get some more information on the Scoring School experience June 8th and 9th at Erin Hills. Also, you can follow Skip on his website at skipkendallgolf.com and on social media at skip_Kendall. You can always follow Erin Hills on X, also at Erin Hills Golf. Steve Stricker, TPC Wisconsin PGA Tour champions. They're set to host the award-winning American Family Insurance Champion June 5th through the 7th in Madison. For more information on the 2026 AmFam Championship, go to amfamchampionship.com. They also have the countdown clock. It's one of my favorite things. You love finding hidden gems for a golf getaway. Your next great discovery, the French Lick Resort. You can ask Jim Leaf. He'll tell you. Pete Dye, Donald Ross course has been ranked 1 and 2 in Indiana for 11 years in a row by Golf Week. Plus, you can hit the casino for the sportsbook and live dealer table games. A ton of ways to play. Go to FrenchLick.com to get started on a getaway of your own. Think French Lick for your next road trip. FrenchLick.com. You got to be 21 to enter the casino. If there's a gambling problem, call 800-9-WITH-IT or text ING-AMB to 53342. Titleist is the number one ball in golf, and more players at the PGA Championship had Titleist drivers in the bag than more than any other brand, including a total of 32 new GTS2, GTS3, and GTS4 models. Find out all you can regarding the exceptional new line of GTS metals. Its superior performance when it matters most at every level of competitive golf. Titleist is the number one ball in golf. Go to Titleist.com for more information. FootJoy, the number one shoe at Aronimink, the number one glove at Aronimink, as well as being the number one shoe in golf and the number one glove in golf. You can celebrate the 2026 PGA Championship with Aronimink limited edition apparel that's available now when trust and performance matter most. FootJoy, the number one shoe in golf, the number one glove in golf. Learn more at footjoy.com. Tap In Golf Bar in Waukesha on Sussex. They're open all season long and offer the best in indoor golf. Enjoy indoor golf simulators, spirits, food, sports when you want them all season long at the Tap In Golf Bar. The Tap In Golf Bar in Waukesha on Sussex. Find out more at tapingolfbar.com. Our thanks to everyone involved with the first hour of the program, including the lovely and talented Charlie Houston, who's producing today. Wyatt O'Loughlin with us, operations coordinator of the First Tee of Southeast Wisconsin. Skip Kendall joining us, former tour player, Wisconsin golf legend. He'll be part of the Scoring School experience June 8th and 9th at Erin Hills. Coming up after the top of the hour, Nate Pokrass will be with us, tournament director of the AmFam Championship. Quentin Hill, the CEO of Iliac Golf. That and so much more coming your way. I can also tell you right now, the new 9-hole Cedar course at the Island Resort in Sweetgrass will feature 2 preview rounds, July 2026, booking packages in 2027. Cedar complements the 2 Midwest award-winning championship golf courses at the Island Resort, which are Sweetgrass and Sage Run. You're going to find your total experience at the island. Go to islandresort.com for more information. PGA Tour Superstore, the official golf retailer of the multi-award-winning Garbedian on Golf. Find everything you need and or want for your golf game at PGA Tour Superstore, 18550 West Blue Mountain Road in Brookfield. It's putting, driving, junior boot camps, ladies, short games, signups. You can do so much more at PGA Tour Superstore. You're going to find the most popular brands, experience exceptional service, and enjoy the best that the great game of golf has to offer. PGA Tour Superstore in Brookfield at 18550 West Blue Mountain Road in Brookfield, worldwide on the web at pgasuperstore.com. Join the Wisconsin State Golf Association. Make your next round count for only $50. You're going to receive your official handicap index along with other great benefits. Find out more about the WSGA. Go to WSGA.org. Show your love of golf in Wisconsin. Support a great cause. Obtain a Wisconsin golf license plate for your vehicle. Proceeds from the plate support the WPGA Scholarship Fund and PGA Hope Wisconsin. For more information, go to wiscjuniorgolf.com. It is the multi-award-winning Garbedian on Golf, broadcasting live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. Hour number 2 on the way, as the studios here are powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. All the best. Let's tee it up.
From the tee to the fairway to the green. From the PGA to the LPGA to the Live Golf Tour. If it's golf related, Chuck Garbedian will discuss it. It's time to tee it up for the award-winning Garbedian on Golf Show on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
Nobody but about me. Why you got to give me a fight?
It is the multi-award-winning Garbedian on Golf, and a good golf morning to each and every one of you. Charlie Houston and I are just telling stories off air. He is a savant at golf because he's got hole-in-ones, like stories that go for days.
I wouldn't say that.
Yes, you do. How many do you have? No, tell me. How many do you have? How many holes in one do you have?
I have 3.
Yeah, try to beat that, everybody. Our show sponsors include the Wild Rock Golf Club at the Wilderness Resort. See, everybody thinks you have 3 hole-in-ones, and that's how it works. Never let facts ruin a good story. Ask Darla. She'll tell you that. The American Family Insurance Championship, Sweetgrass Sage Run, the Island Resort. These are our show sponsors, by the way, in case I didn't make that clear. PGA Tour Superstore, Erin Hills, Titleist, FootJoy, the French Lick Resort, the Wisconsin State Golf Association, the Wisconsin PGA, Eagle Springs Golf Resort, the Waukesha County Parks Department, Henry Flock Steakhouse, the Milwaukee County Parks Department, Ironwood Golf Course in Sussex, Old Fashioned Golf, the Tap-In Golf Bar in Sussex and Waukesha, Broadlands Golf Course, a must-play, Rick Jacobson design in North Prairie, Wisconsin. All of our guests, all of them, every single one of them are courtesy of the Wild Rock Golf Club and the Wisconsin Dells. A spectacular Herdston Fry design. Book your must-play tee time right now at wildrockgolf.com. This hour of the show brought to you by the Island Resort and Casino in Northern Michigan, home of Sweetgrass Sage Run, and coming soon, Cedar. It's championship golf at its finest, as well as first-rate accommodations. Book your trip right now at islandresort.com. Do we have Nate? Want to call him? Call that number. He should be there. You want me to text him? I can text him and tell him to come on the show. Well, technically, it's not 8:05 yet. So that might be it.
I was giving him a little time.
We need to give him a little time?
I'll give him.
All right, give him a minute. Here, hold on. I'll text him and tell him to call in now. Let's see what it says. Let's say, please call now. This is when you get to look back. This is when you peel back the curtain and get to see what happens behind the scenes.
Production.
People are like,
on air.
People ask me, do you do that on purpose? I'm like, do what on purpose? Not have guests show up when they're supposed to show up? No, I don't do that on purpose. They're supposed to show up when they're supposed to show up. I mean, that's the thing. That's what you're hoping that they do, usually. All right, so I sent him a thing. Okay. He's probably going to say that he was waiting to call until 8:05 because it's not 8:05 yet. We are a little early, which isn't bad. I mean, it's all right. In case you missed the first part of the show, is he calling now? That him now? See, that's what happens. Wyatt O'Loughlin was with us, the operations coordinator for the First Tee of Southeast Wisconsin. It is First Tee Week. Starts today and runs through the 30th. So get involved with the First Tee of Southeast Wisconsin. Go to firstteesoutheastwisconsin.org. Skip Kendall with us, former tour player, Wisconsin golf legend, talking about the scoring experience that they have at Erin Hills. Go to erinhills.com for more information there. I'm going to guess that Nate's there now. He's very prompt. You know, it's a golf thing. You have a tee time. Ask Garrick Higo, who blamed his caddy for not being there. And fires his caddy. Come on. Just around the corner, it's the AmFam Championship at TPC Wisconsin. Last year at TPC Wisconsin, the Dream Team. Darren Clark, Thomas Bjorn combined to shoot 32 under par to claim the title. This season, the countdown clock is running towards an exciting finish to the tournament. And here to talk more about the AmFam Championship, please welcome one of my all-time favorites, the tournament director of the AmFam Championship, the lovely and talented Nate Pokras. How are you, my friend? What's going on?
Right on time. No penalty strokes. Caddy's not getting fired. We're ready to go right at 8:05.
How about that with Garrick? Now, I know Garrick Higo, he was on property for like an hour and a half. The fact that he can't get there when he's supposed to get there. But then I was thinking about this. Tell me your thoughts on this. If your tee time is at 7:18, do you have until 7:18:59 to show up on the tee? Because technically, if it's 7:18 and 35 seconds, it's still 7:18. He's not late yet. Or do you have to be there before 7:18?
I believe so, and it's when the starter calls your name. So it's depending on when if he was first off, second. You know, I've noticed a lot of the guys, they tend to sit on the putting green a little bit long. You know, who's notorious for showing up right on time is tournament host Steve Stricker. He likes to wait at the putting green, and he'll get there right on time. His theory is no need to stand around the tee box waiting. So
Really?
Some players have a true cadence to how they want to get to the first tee. Obviously, that pro stuck around a little bit too long. Got himself a little bit of trouble. But no.
Is it different at TPC Wisconsin because where the putting green is and where the first tee are they? I'm trying to think how it is for a tournament, because I know like when there's because you have bleachers and you have seating and you have people, you're routing people through certain places. It's not like when there's no one there. Like I was there for the Titleist fitting a few weeks ago. When there's no one there, you can go right from the putting green right to the first tee, and there's nothing in your way. It has to be a little bit different when you have all of the structures up.
Yeah, you do need to allow yourself a little bit of time. Like you said, there's a little bit of a gap. You have to account for crowds, and even though we have rope lines in place, but I certainly wouldn't cut it too short at TPC, especially getting to 10. You have to work your way around the bleachers a little bit. First tees, obviously, it's slightly closer, but why give yourself 2-stroke penalty right off the start? Give yourself an extra minute, get there. But these pros are creatures of habit. They tend to have their own cadence, and sometimes I guess they'll blame the caddy for being late.
Well, and if Jocko's out there somewhere, he's signing autographs. That usually causes some sort of congestion as well. So that's kind of a thing.
Yeah, you always got to watch out for the autograph sneakers. That's for sure.
Nate Pokrass with us, tournament director of the AmFam Championship. Go to amfamchampionship.com to see the countdown clock, and also Little Big Town that they just stare back at you. Their eyes never leave you as you walk around. On social media, on X, follow at AmFamChamp. You mentioned creatures of habit. It's interesting because when you come to the AmFam Championship, year one was the first time that they had done 2-man teams, and it was received exceptionally well. Everybody had a great time, and it was kind of surprising to see 32 under par to win a tournament. But the other cool thing about that was every team that played was under par for the event, which you never see in any event.
Yeah, the team event was really well received. Spent a lot of time between last year's tournament and coming up to ours. Interacting with a lot of the PGA Tour champion pros and the rules officials, and really got great feedback. They've been doing stroke play week in and week out. They're looking for something different. You saw in Atlanta recently with the PGA Tour Champions event, they switched to Stableford scoring. So they want a different format, and the team event was really well received. They had versions of it throughout the history of the PGA Tour Champions, and now we brought it back, and well received. Scores were low, like you touched on.
Right.
Weather cooperated. We didn't have much wind last year, so that really allowed for some low scoring. I think if the wind were to pick up, it's certainly been a windy spring so far. If that were to carry into June, that could change scores a little bit, but nonetheless, the courses, if you stay in the fairway, you can go after some pins, and especially in a team format where you can rely on a partner, you can be a little more aggressive. Being 30 under par certainly could be done again this year.
But I think one of the cool things about it is if you're a fan of the great game of golf, you want to come out and see touring professionals do what they do best, which is play the game. And when they're playing the game and it's like, you got to put your foot down and stay on the gas the entire time, it's really fun because you see shots that you may not ordinarily see. You don't see a guy kind of like, I'm going to hit iron off the tee to make sure that we're in play. They're going to try to hammer it as far down as they can and try to get as close as the pin as they can and make a putt or two to make it really exciting and get the crowd into it. And when the crowd's into it, you can really feel it. And the cool thing about TPC Wisconsin, it's a fairly intimate setting. So you got a lot of people around greens that are waiting for something to happen. And when it does, the lid comes off. It's great entertainment.
It really is. Yeah, it's fun to watch the guys be a lot more aggressive, especially on Saturday when it's the 2-man scramble format. Everybody plays in the corporate events with the scramble style. So to be able to see 2 pros go at it, it's just fun to see how aggressive they can be. And with the tees and greens close to each other, like you said, noise carries. So when you hear birdies, you can see where they're coming from. The property's easy to walk around, so you can enjoy hear a roar on 16 green. If you're on 15 green, it's a quick, easy walk, and you can watch that spot too. So it does make for exciting play. Everybody enjoys watching a lot of birdies and eagles, and it's certainly set up for that again this year.
How is year 2 at TPC Wisconsin? I would imagine the first year you're kind of feeling your way around, kind of seeing how the crowd flows and what needs to be done, where it needs to be done. I would imagine in year 2, it's a little bit easier because you kind of have a template of what you want to do.
Year two always is. Yeah, definitely when having the template and everything kind of laid out. And fortunately, we got the most things pretty accurate compared to last year. Our offsite busing shuttle system worked really quick. Fans were getting to the golf course in less than 10 minutes. Worked out really well from that front. As I touched on, the property's a little bit flatter, so it's easy to walk around. Fans enjoyed that. Tees and greens close to each other. So the fan experience really was well received. Not a whole lot of logistical changes because fortunately we got most of it right the first time last year. So fans will be able to take advantage of all those amenities we had last year.
Nate Pokrass with us, the tournament director of the AmFam Championship. Go to amfamchampionship.com for more information. Follow them on social media on X at AmFamChamp. When you go to the AmFam Championship website at amfamchampionship.com, you're greeted by the countdown clock, which I love, and also a startling image of the musical guest for the week, Little Big Town. And I'm just curious, I know we probably talked about this before, but how do you come about selecting the musical guest for the event?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a cross section of who's available. That's a big part of it, of course. Who can be coming to the Midwest area that time of year?
Right.
Try to mix up from the past, whether it's country genre, classic rock. We had Little Big Town signed up in 2020, and unfortunately, COVID canceled that show.
Right.
And so we were excited to have them, and this was a great opportunity to bring them back. It's our 10th year. 10th hosting of the AmFam Champ, so we thought a great opportunity to bring them back, and they were available. So we're looking forward to it. They put on a great show, a lot of hits that we've all remember, and certainly excited to welcome them to Madison.
No one puts on an event like this alone. So take a minute and thank some of the sponsors who help make the AmFam Championship the golf event of the summer.
Yeah, it takes an entire village to bring this tournament together. Obviously, we have over 200 corporate partners that are helping us throughout. Many are here in Wisconsin and throughout the country. Of course, it's all led by American Family Insurance. Without their generous commitment since day one of bringing this together, couldn't do it without them. And really, but the big piece, though, the backbone of all PGA Tour events, it's the volunteer support. Well over 800 again signed up this year. We have over 120 of those volunteers have been with us all 10 tournaments.
Wow.
Really can't thank them enough. I mean, just truly appreciative of their commitment and just their love of the event and how they support it and talk positively about it. So having the volunteer support is always critical to all PGA Tour events, and certainly we've got their generous support here for the AmFam Champ.
Well, and take a minute, too, and talk a little bit about the impact that the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation has made on the community, and it's been doing that since 2016, which is really a tip of the cap in regards to that.
Yeah, that's what makes PGA Tour events great, is that local support. And one of the two primary objectives for AmFam getting involved with the PGA Tour was having this event to have local economic impact and local philanthropic impact. And we've met those objectives and exceeded our expectation. And that philanthropic impact's critical. That's why we're so proud of the event. Nearly $22 million has been raised for the greater Wisconsin community. American Family Children's Hospital receiving half of those funds, or half to hundreds of organizations throughout the state. And we're really proud of that philanthropic impact. That's what's great with partnering with the PGA Tour, that you can keep those dollars here in the community and make a difference.
Now, on CBS during the 108th playing of the PGA Championship at Aronimink, they did a little thing where they asked some questions. So a couple of these questions I found fascinating, so I wanted to run them past you. So
all right,
what is the length of a gimme putt for you?
Oh, geez. Well, if I'm playing with you, hopefully I'm getting maybe an 8-footer. I've got other friends that if it's even on the lip, I better tap it in. So
yeah.
The way my game is going right now, I need those 8-footers.
Yeah, you're like a foot taller than I am and left-handed, so you get pretty much any putt you want. That works out great. What does an amateur golfer need to shoot to be considered good at golf?
Boy, I'll say I think if you're good and you're under 85, to me I consider you good. If you're consistently breaking 70 or breaking 80 in the 70s, to me you're really good. I'm sure the data shows there's not a lot of golfers probably technically that are in the 70s. So
right.
And obviously then there's what we get to see at TPC Wisconsin during the FAM Champ, that's the best of the best, and that's a whole nother level.
All right, and then finally, who is your favorite person to be paired with?
Wow, boy, if I'm supposed to go the PGA Tour Champions route, boy, it depends on it depends on what type of day. If I want to have a fun day, I want to hang out with Darren Clark.
Right.
I'll tell you, he's a great guy to hang out with. Probably a guy like Bernard Langer, always in the middle of the fairway, could always use that help. Usually I'm playing left and right of most fairways. But I'll tell you, I'm always up for a good time. So let's take our past champ and Darren Clark.
All right, let's do that. My friend, I appreciate you taking the time. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, take a breath, try to get it all in because it's going to be here sooner than you know it.
Well, tournament week, the week starts 213 hours. Not that I'm counting. June 1st, we've got our first Pro-Am day. I know our websites, it's a little bit longer to get to that Friday tournament day, but we're excited and we look forward to hosting everybody at the FAM Champ.
Looking forward to seeing you, my friend. All the best.
Thank you.
Nate Pokrass with us, tournament director of the AmFam Championship. Go to amfamchampionship.com to see the countdown clock. Also, Little Big Town just staring at you, and also making your arrangements to get tickets and everything else that you're going to need to enjoy the AmFam Championship. In the meantime, I can say this: all guests for Garbedian on Golf brought to you by the Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells, which is an amazing golf experience. You can stay ahead of the game by downloading the Wild Rock mobile app. The Wild Rock mobile app packed with features and specials you're going to find only available on the app. Download it now on any device and enjoy the Wild Rock experience. Book your tee time online today. Go to wildrockgolf.com, wildrockgolf.com. Henry Flocks in West Dallas. That's where quality service and hospitality are always the special of the day. Henry Flocks is a casual neighborhood steakhouse with delicious food and an exceptional bar. And you can enjoy the all-new shuttle service to Brewers games, Bucks games, Admirals, as well as concerts and special events. Henry Flocks, the perfect spot for a post-round beverage. Over 40 martinis, ice cream drinks, specialty cocktails, so much to enjoy. Henry Flocks, 92nd and National in West Dallas. For more information, visit henryflock.com. This season, play the home of Wisconsin golf at the Eagle Springs Golf Resort, which was founded in 1893. Eagle Springs Golf Resort, the 19th ranked course in the state of Wisconsin. Eagle Springs Golf Resort is a sixth-generation family-owned facility. It's just a short ride from Milwaukee, Madison, or Chicago. It's open now for public play. So get some more information. Make a tee time explore. Go to eaglespringsgolfresort.com. Waukesha County Golf Courses, that's where your next best game awaits because you can discover the lush greens and rolling hills of Waukesha County Golf Courses. Whether you're a pro or just starting out, Waukesha County Golf Courses offer something for everyone. So enjoy breathtaking views, challenging fairways, a welcoming community for golfers. You can do it all. For more information, visit golfwaukeshacounty.com. Our thanks to Nate Pokrass for taking a little time this morning. It's always fun to catch up, and the AmFam Championship will be here before you know it. So go to amfamchampionship.com to make sure you have your tickets and you're ready to go and visit TPC Wisconsin for the best in Champions Tour action. This is Garbedian on Golf, broadcasting live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. As you know, Steve Stricker, TPC Wisconsin PGA Tour champions are set to host the award-winning American Family Insurance Championship June 5th through the 7th in Madison. For more information on the 2026 AmFam Championship, go to amfamchampionship.com. French Lick's more than just a great name in the hometown of Larry Bird. It's a bucket list golf destination you got to play to believe. French Lick Resort, it's the home to championship courses by Pete Dye and Donald Ross. Also, the casino, gorgeous historic hotels, free customized planning for golf groups. Make the easy drive to southern Indiana. Experience golf the French Lick way. Visit FrenchLick.com to get your trip on the books. Once again, FrenchLick.com. You've got to be 21 to enter the casino. If there's a gambling problem, call 800-9-WITH-IT or text INGAMB to 53342. More players at the PGA Championship had a Titleist driver in the bag, and that is more than any other brand, including a total of 32 new GTS, GTS3, GTS4 models. And more than that, Titleist is in the process of bringing the new exceptional GTS line of drivers and fairway metals to the avid golfing public. That would be you. Find out all you can regarding the exceptional line of new GTS metals. I have mine. Make sure you get yours. Superior performance when it matters most at every level of competitive golf. Titleist is the number one ball in golf. Go to Titleist.com for more information. FootJoy, the number one shoe in aerodynamic, the number one glove in aerodynamic, also the number one shoe in golf, the number one glove in golf. So when it matters most, the world's best players who teed up in events like the 108th PGA Championship trust the quality and performance of FootJoy gear. So when trust and performance matter most to you, and it should every time, FootJoy, the number one shoe in golf, the number one glove in golf. Learn more at FootJoy.com. Tap In Golf Bar in Waukesha and Sussex, open all season long. They offer the best in indoor golf. You can enjoy date night, master a team building event, celebrate a night out with friends. The Tap In Golf Bar, a unique venue, not only to take in the game, but to play the game. So there's no slow play. It's climate controlled. There are no lost golf balls. It all goes along with a fully stocked beverage center and great food. The Tap In Golf Bar, two of them in Waukesha and Sussex. Find out more at tapingolfbar.com. I thought you were going to bring it up. I was waiting. I was going to jam out for a minute, but then it kept on. Did you ever go see Dave Matthews?
I have not. I have a couple other coworkers that go see him.
Are into it all the time?
Yeah.
They have the little dancing thing on their car, the little decal. It's like, yeah, okay.
They're into it.
It's like their own little society. They know.
I don't think, I know Dave Matthews songs.
You
I
know
know
him?
this song, but I don't know Dave Matthews songs. If you just stop me on the street and ask me to name a
You
Dave
know
Matthews
Bartender?
song, probably.
If you heard it, you'd know it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But again, if you stop me on the street and said, hey, name a Dave Matthews song, no shot.
See, I think the live stuff is better.
That's what everybody always says.
Yeah, when you hear the live stuff, it's like, okay, this is really good. Because I think they did a concert. I'm sure they did a concert at Red Rocks, but there's like a whole collection of live stuff that they do. But there's also a couple things like there are certain things that he plays, it's like 13 minutes long, and it's like, okay, I don't know if I have enough time for that.
I just know the travel bus, the tour bus story in Chicago, because everybody talks about that in Chicago. You don't know the tour bus story?
I'm afraid.
It's like apparently their plumbing broke on their tour bus while they're going over the bridge to the Chicago River. So then they ended up dumping everything into the Chicago River on the tour bus.
Think that's the worst thing that's ever been in the Chicago River?
Probably not.
No, it's Chicago. I know. Ask Darla. She'll tell you I was born there. East Coast represent.
There you go.
She's like, where are you from? I'm like, I was born in Chicago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but you claim East Coast. I was like, well, we lived on the East Coast, so East Coast represent.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
then she flips out. She's like, you can't claim all of them. I'm like, yeah, I can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. With me, any story is a good story. I don't care. Again, facts don't come into play when you're telling a story. Just have fun. You want to entertain people and have a good time. Speaking of friends, our friends at the Golf Course Owners of Wisconsin and the Wisconsin State Golf Association have a limited number of Platinum Passport books. The 2026 Platinum Passport features over 68 courses, 135 free rounds, places like Broadlands Golf Club, Drugan's Castle Mount Golf Course, Grand Geneva Resort and Spa, places you've heard of, places you want to go and play. So you'll pay no greens fee with the Platinum Passport, and there are probably less than 60 of them for the 2026 season. So you can get yours right now for $429, and you go to gcow.org, and pick up a Platinum Passport book. 68 courses, 135 free rounds. So you pay $429 and you get 135 free rounds. And a lot of these are bring a friend. So it's not only a free round for you, it's a free round for somebody else. So you can be a big deal. This is the best way to be a big deal. Get a 2026 Platinum Passport, 68 courses, 135 free rounds, just $429. You can go right now to gcow.org to pick that up. That is my public service message to you to make it more amenable for you to play the great game of golf for even less money than you anticipated. Also, 13 miles west of Escanaba in Michigan's scenic Upper Peninsula, it's the Island Resort and Casino, one of the Midwest's premier golf, casino, and entertainment resort destinations. There's a new 9-hole course opening called Cedar. It's going to feature preview rounds in July of 2026. That's coming up. Booking with packages in 2027. So Cedar complements the 2 Midwest award-winning championship golf courses, Sweetgrass and Sage Run. You're going to find your total experience at the island. Go to islandresort.com for more information. PGA Tour Superstore, the official golf retailer of the multi-award-winning Garbedian on Golf. Find everything you need and or want for your golf game at PGA Tour Superstore, 18550 West Blue Mound Road in Brookfield. The PGA Tour Superstore, that's where you find the most popular brands. You experience exceptional service, and you also enjoy the best that the great game of golf has to offer. PGA Tour Superstore in Brookfield, 18550 West Blue Mound Road in Brookfield, or worldwide on the web at pgatoursuperstore.com. You can join the Wisconsin State Golf Association, make your next round count. For only $50, you're going to receive your official handicap index along with other great benefits. And if you're interested in competition, the WSGA tournament schedule features over 100 events for men and women of all abilities, which includes the Wisconsin State Amateur Championship, sponsored by West Bend Insurance. You can find out more information regarding the WSGA. Go to WSGA.org. Congrats to Hallie Fish from Swamico, Wisconsin. She competed in the Drive, Chip, and Putt National Championship at Augusta National. Local qualifying registration is open. You can learn more. Reach out to a PGA professional near you or visit drivechipandputt.com. Quentin Hill, the CEO of Iliac Golf, coming your way next on Garbedian on Golf, broadcasting live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. All guests for Garbedian on Golf brought to you by the Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells, an amazing golf experience. You can leave this up. Stay ahead of the game. Download the Let's try that again. Stay ahead of the game and download the Wild Rock mobile app. I'm so focused on the song. I should learn how to read. The Wild Rock mobile app, packed with features and specials you're going to find only available on the app. Download now on any device. I love playing this song really loud in the car. Enjoy the Wild Rock experience. You can book your tee time online today at wildrockgolf.com. Wildrockgolf.com. Located just 35 miles northwest of downtown Milwaukee in the scenic Kettle Moraine. That's where you find Aaron Hills, providing a championship golf experience in a comfortable setting. I know because I brought 3 friends out and we played. We had a great time walking the golf course. I think Brady and Ryan were our caddies. Exceptional all the way around. Golf course conditions, the food afterwards, the caddy experience. Love making a putt, turn it around and throwing the putter. Here you go. Catch that. There you go. Go get that. And if you want to putt a little bit more when you're done, experience the Drumlin putting course out at Aaron Hills. Seasonal green fees right now, tee times that are still available. Also, it's never too early to pre-book your 2027 visit to stay and play at Aaron Hills. Go to aaronhills.com for more information. Once again, aaronhills.com. Milwaukee County Golf has 13 courses to choose from. That means there's an ideal course for every avid golfer. And Milwaukee County golf courses run the gamut from fun to championship, everything in between. MKE.golf, the place to find out the latest events, special rates, or anything golf in Milwaukee County. All Wisconsin residents eligible to participate in the Parks Players Discount Program. You get to slice up to 50% off of your green fee every time you play. It's the only time a slice is good for. Tee it up today at MKE.golf. Ironwood Golf Course, no worries, none. Ironwood Golf Course sits on 275 acres of rolling terrain in Sussex, Wisconsin. There are 27 challenging holes for avid golfers of all abilities. Find out more about the Callow, the Meath, and the Burn 9s at Ironwood Golf Course. Make your Ironwood tee time at ironwoodgolfcourse.com. That's like a clarinet, I think. Is that a clarinet? I think that's a clarinet.
Yeah, I would say that's a clarinet, probably.
It's weird because you don't hear clarinets in like song.
Yeah, but it's Phil Collins, so
Yeah,
I think you kind of expect to have every instrument possible, probably.
He's kind of out there.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Iliac Golf is not only rich in tradition, but it is handmade in America and tour certified. So when you're looking for the finest in bespoke leather products, at Iliac, each project starts with a story and ends with a beautifully finished piece. Here to tell us more about the story of Iliac, please welcome our good friend from Iliac, the CEO. It is Quentin Hill. Quentin, my friend, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Chuck. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Hanging in there, doing really well. We're finally getting some warm weather. How has the weather been where you are? Where are you guys located?
We our first factory is in San Diego, California, and our second we just built in West Texas. So depends which factory we're visiting, but both are warm and mostly sunny. So no complaints here.
Both are. It's warm and sunny here when you're in the car and the heated seats are on, because it has been just a wild spring where we've had one day of the week where it's like 70 and then the rest of the week is like 52 with 30-mile-an-hour winds. So the one thing that's good about that is leather withstands all. And the cool thing about Iliac is it has some exceptional leather products. How did you come to Iliac?
No, thank you. I appreciate it. We, Iliac has been around since 2005 and has always been known as, incredible product. But when I was introduced to the company in the early 2020s, I was playing at San Diego State and I just absolutely loved the products. It was kind of pre-NIL, and Iliac I was doing photo shoots here and there for the company in exchange of free products. And I just loved using the stuff that you saw on tour with, whether it's Jimmy Walker or Zach Johnson or, you name it. And so I was introduced to the company, 4 years ago, and just kind of thought, hey, what if this, incredible product quality was matched up with great customer service and delivery times.
Quentin Hill with us, CEO of Iliac Golf. Go to iliacgolf.com for more information. Follow them on social media on X at Iliac Golf. Talk a little bit about what I call the magic of leather, because when you go someplace and there's a fine leather product, it has a certain look to it, a certain feel to it. You can tell the quality of it. And certainly that's the case with Iliac. They have exceptional products. And the cool thing now is they're very bespoke. You can do kind of whatever you want to do with the help of one of your sales reps.
Absolutely. Our goal has been, how do we take it from, the client's brain or one of our partners' brains and put it into production as quickly as possible with, the cleanest experience. And something that we've rolled out recently that's been really popular is someone will go on our website, they'll book a design appointment for 15 minutes, and our designers quite literally build it in real time in front of them. And, 15 to 30 minutes later, you have this product that you had in your brain but had no idea how to get it on paper. And, the second big component for us is, going to Italy every winter, designing the line of, the different leathers that people are going to have available on those design appointments. And the third piece is having, we now have 60 artisans that are cutting, embroidering, and sewing those products all day in our 2 facilities. And it's just such a special thing. I think most companies kind of create designs in the U.S., they outsource production overseas, and then they run a marketing campaign to try and convince you to buy that product. And for us, we could care less whether you buy, a gold and a purple piece or you buy something that's brown and more brown. We just want whatever you see as, the best fit for your bag or your day-to-day.
Quentin Hill with us, CEO of Iliac Golf. Again, find more at iliacgolf.com. This season, I moved the show over to these airwaves, and I was asked the question that I had not been asked before, and that was, do you have a logo for the show? And I still don't. But I would believe it would be beneficial for someone to meet with your folks to not only develop a logo, but also a style, a message with an Iliac product.
Absolutely. I think we get a new request to create a logo for someone almost daily. So our team's been working this afternoon, so we'll be working on the show logo for you. And
Thank you.
Would love to make something. Absolutely.
I would greatly appreciate that. One of the things I think too that's really happens with color now is with leather, the color variations that are available now, and also not only leather with you guys, but also suede being introduced as one of the components where things can be made, because it's nice to have unique, interesting products, I would imagine, but also having people that have a hand in it, in making the product and designing the product. And you look at places like Blue Jack National, Panther National, DPL Golf Club, Liberty National. It has to be gratifying to know that at Iliac, you can do big projects as well as intimate projects with the same quality for each.
Thank you. I would say one of our core differentiators is the no minimum order quantities. And so for instance, what you mentioned, Panther, Liberty, or Blue Jack, all of those properties, if a member has a one-off special request, we're, immediately working on that piece and creating them that one of one for the new, 7 wood they put in the bag this season. And then, whether it be pieces for the shop or when a new member joins, that there's a new member gift, or, for tournaments and so on, that people want to create a bespoke piece or have a great experience. It's really, controlling all the manufacturing in-house has really allowed us to basically just always say yes, whatever, people can come up with, we can typically execute on.
When you go to iliacgolf.com, one of the things I found interesting about the website is at the top of it, there's a banner that says, as of May 23rd, our order turn time is 14.5 days. And I'm fascinated by that because it's not something that you normally see in terms of turnaround. Sometimes they'll say, you'll pick a month, you'll get it in that month, but you're very specific about when the product is going to turn and how fast people are going to get their goods.
Thank you. I would say, Iliac 1.0 before we acquired it 4 years ago was, known for that great quality, but that turn time that took forever. And I think, not to name names, but quite a few of our competitors are kind of in that same boat. And so for us, we've said, okay, regardless of the number of pieces that we have in production, we're going to build out the systems, the processes, and the team to execute on shipping those products in 2 weeks or less. And, for instance, this morning we have, 5,127 pieces in the queue. And so our goal is to ship, 512 pieces a day over the next 10 days. And, at our product quality and so on. And it's, we're doing our very best to, in a world of totally custom, also really systematize to ensure that we deliver as, on our promises to our clients.
How fun is it for you to be involved with this? Simply because, you can have an idea and then put it into practice and then have it developed and see the finished product. It's got to be thrilling because you get to build what you want to build. And if something works, great. And if it doesn't, you're okay with it because that's something even more part of the story.
Absolutely. It's, it is the coolest. I don't feel like I'm working when,
right.
It's incredible getting to work with, the best clubs in the world and incredible individuals across golf. It's is an absolute dream job that I very grateful for.
One of the things that I love personally, it's when I saw the City of Brotherly Love collection that you have involved at iliacgolf.com, the rangefinder with the Liberty Bell on it, the rangefinder pouch.
Absolutely.
You see people who leave rangefinders at golf courses all the time. If you had something like that to put your rangefinder in, you would never leave your rangefinder anywhere because you'd always make sure to show off the pouch and put the rangefinder back into it. It is an exceptional piece. That and also the valuables pouch are the two things that are really cool because there's always the story that those tell without saying a thing is incredibly impactful. And I would imagine to you guys very important because it shows how distinct and different Iliac is from everyone else.
Thank you. I think just continuing, I mean, it's weird to say, but for having such a creative company, we don't have a lot of extremely creative employees. And it's really allowed us to just leave it up to the customer to say, hey, what kind of product do you have in mind? What are the different colors you'd like to see? And really our clients have like truly created what Iliac is over the last 4.5 years. And, whether it be the rangefinder cover, I mean, that was just somebody saying for, a tournament they were hosting, hey, everyone in our club has this beautiful bag and beautiful head cover set and beautiful new set of clubs. And then they've got an orange rangefinder cover or one, not one at all. And it's just been really neat. Just all these different, I believe there's 16,000 clubs in the United States and everyone has such unique ideas and it's just fun being able to execute on them.
All right, on CBS, they did a thing during the 108th PGA Championship. I want to ask you this. They had a couple questions that I thought were unique and interesting, and I just want to get your opinion on it, being someone who is into the game of golf. What is the length of a gimme putt for you?
I mean, I'm really a purist. I would say there are no gimme putts.
There you go.
But yeah, I'd go with that route.
I don't mind that at all. I like that answer considerably. What does an amateur golfer need to shoot to be considered good at golf?
I saw this interview where they asked Scotty and Colin and a few guys.
Yep.
I would say if you're better than bogey golf, you're good, and if you're breaking 80, you're great.
Okay, good. I like that one. And as a final, give a shout out. Who's your favorite person to be paired with?
Josh. Oh man. Oh my goodness.
First guy comes to mind. First person, male or female, mom, dad, grandfather, whoever.
I'm gonna go the grandfather route. He introduced me to the game 10 years ago, and I've really never looked back. So that really changed my life path. We'll go with my grandfather.
Quentin, I appreciate you taking the time. I am so thrilled for your success. I was involved with Iliac early on. I knew a couple of the guys that were local reps and love what they did with their stuff. It's wonderful to see you guys back and know that you always have a friend with us. We can help you promote anything you want, anytime you want. And if you need any creative input, I'm happy to help at any time.
Thank you very much. I'm serious about the logo. I'm going to be working on that today, and I really appreciate you taking the time and the opportunity.
My friend, we'll talk soon. All the best in the meantime.
Yes, sir. You as well. Thank you.
Quentin Hill with us, CEO of Iliac Golf. Go to iliacgolf.com and see all the fine products that they have, and also know that they have no minimum. So you can order what you need in the quantity that you need and do something really unique for your outing, your event, your whatever you're having. You can do it right there. Go to iliacgolf.com for more information. Our thanks to everybody involved with the show. Wyatt O'Loughlin was on with us, operations coordinator for the First Tee of Southeast Wisconsin. Skip Kendall joined us, former tour player, to talk about what's going on Erin Hills. They have a scoring school that will be taking place. It is an Erin Hills experience. You can find out more at erinhills.com. Nate Pocrass with us, the tournament director of the AmFam Championship. Go to amfamchampionship.com to not only see the countdown clock, but also see Little Big Town just staring at you. Quentin Hill with us, the CEO of Iliac Golf. Go to iliacgolf.com to see the fine leather products that they have right there available for you to take home, enjoy, and sample. By the way, Steve Stricker, TPC Wisconsin PGA Tour champions, they're set to host the award-winning American Family Insurance Championship. That comes up June 5th through the 7th in Madison at TPC Wisconsin. For more information and ticket information, go to amfamchampionship.com. French Lick is more than just a great name in the hometown of Larry Bird. It's a bucket list destination you've got to play to believe. French Lick Resort, the home to championship courses by Pete Dye and Donald Ross. There's also the casino, historic hotels, customized planning for golf groups. Visit FrenchLick.com to get your trip on the books. FrenchLick.com. You've got to be 21 to enter the casino. If there's a gambling problem, call 800-9-WITH-IT or text ING-AMB to 53342. Titleist is the #1 ball in golf, and every Titleist golf ball is designed by one R&D team with one mission: to help you play your best game and post lower scores. Superior performance when it matters most. At every level of competitive golf, Titleist is the number one ball in golf. Go to Titleist.com for more information. FootJoy, the number one shoe in golf, the number one glove in golf. When trust and performance matter most, FootJoy is the number one shoe in golf, the number one glove in golf. Find out more at FootJoy.com. Island Resort and Casino in Michigan. In the Upper Peninsula, it's one of the Midwest premier golf, casino, and entertainment resort destinations. More than 450 guest rooms, great food, an expansive Vegas-style casino, which features the Island Sportsbook. You're going to find your total experience at the Island. Visit islandresort.com for more information. PGA Tour Superstore, the official golf retailer of the multi-award-winning Garbedian on golf. PGA Tour Superstore in Brookfield at 18550 West Blue Mountain Road in Brookfield. Worldwide on the web at PGATourSuperstore.com. Join the Wisconsin State Golf Association. Make your next round count. If you're interested in competition, the WSGA tournament schedule features over 100 events for men and women of all abilities. Go to WSGA.org for more information. Show your love of golf in Wisconsin. Support a great cause. Obtain a Wisconsin golf license plate for your vehicle. Visit WiskJuniorGolf.com for more information. It is the multi-award-winning Garbedian on golf. Man, we pack a lot into a show. This has just been another example of that. We'll do it again next week for you right here through the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network, powered by Potawatomi Sportsbook.